Hi there. Welcome to Pulled Into Letting Go, and I'm Mandy Torado. So, I'm in my car today waiting for my little guy to get out of preschool, so this is going to be a quick one. I want to talk to you just a little bit about medications and mental health. So, the first thing that I want to talk to you about is how there are different classes of medications. And so, you need to talk to your doctor about those and what might work best for you. There are classes of medications that I absolutely cannot take because they do not work with my body and brain chemistry at all. In fact, they cause psychotic episodes when I'm not normally prone to those at all. Some of them can cause severe side effects right away, like suicidal ideation, where maybe you didn't have that before, or maybe you didn't have that very strongly before, but this medication may push you over the edge to where suddenly you're having a suicide attempt. I've been there. I understand. And as far as the psychotic episodes, I've been there too, medically induced. I took one pill one time that my doctor recommended to me or prescribed to me. One pill, and I heard voices for 3 days until it just wiped out of my system. My doctor kept saying, "Oh, it'll only last 24 hours." 3 days. 3 days was what it lasted for me, and it was terrifying. Always talk to your doctor about what your goals are for your health. That can also help determine what medication might work better for you. If you don't have a doctor that's open to listening to you and is not open to educating you on all the possible side effects of a medication, look for another doctor. Get a second opinion, whatever you need to do, but don't take that doctor at their word. It's not okay for a doctor not to listen to you and have open communication, and it's also not okay for them to not educate you on what it is you're putting into your body. Ask really good questions. When you ask what are the possible side effects, also think to ask not only the doctor but the pharmacist when you pick up your medication, what are the rare side effects that if they pop up, I should call you about right away? It can happen. I know. It's happened to me. Also, when you're talking to your doctor, determine how long you think you might want to be on medication. Sometimes your doctor can't help you with that because they just don't know. You kind of have to see how the medication goes, especially if it's your first time trying any kind of medication. Other times, the doctors can give you a ballpark. Well, after so long, we can see how it's going and maybe up the medication or lower the dose. Completely appropriate. I've been there with different medications too. Also, be aware of what you should or should not do while on that medication. Sometimes you can't drive on certain medications, and other times you absolutely cannot drink. And with some other medications, you shouldn't be in the sun for too long. Some medications you need to drink a lot of water because it has a tendency to dehydrate you a bit. So be sure you know all those things too. Just thoroughly educate yourself on medications before you take them. Another really important thing I want you to remember when you do, or if you do, start taking medications is that you need a support team. Now, that doesn't just include your doctor and your nurse that's prescribing the medication. You should have another doctor or another medical professional also on your side, a psychiatrist, a counselor, a dietitian, um, a nurse practitioner, someone else also on your side, helping watch for symptoms and side effects to make sure that the medication is working for you. In addition to that, you need to have people in your everyday life that you interact with that you can trust, that can also feel free to speak up to you when they see something that's not quite right. Maybe one of those rare side effects is cropping up, but you haven't quite noticed it yet. But maybe your coworker, your friend, your spouse does notice it. It's important for them to be able to tell you and for you to listen to them and take that back to your doctor. It may be something or it may be nothing, but it's still important to have those checks and balances and that support. I know I've really benefited from my pastor, people at church, friends, family members, especially my spouse, tell me, "Hey, I think this medication is working," or, you might want to talk to your doctor about that. Something seems a little off. With everything that you do, always remember to include prayer, regular Bible reading, and fellowship. Never underestimate the power of prayer and a solid relationship with God. And never underestimate the power of fellowship or the fact that laughter sometimes really can be the best medicine. As you go about your day today, and as I say goodbye to you, remember that I love you. But more importantly, God loves you. Be blessed.